welcome to Well Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with our final weekly live for 4 weeks, but that will be moved to the day before. Well, it doesn't make any sense, does it? It will all be moved to the Friday morning at 10 a.m. instead of Saturday morning 10 a.m. for 4 weeks as of today onwards. So for the next 4 weekends, you will not see a Saturday morning live. You will see a Friday morning live, Melbourne, Australia, of course. Hello, beautiful Claptrap, lovely Corrine, lovely to see everyone popping in. The lovely Anne McSee is here. Lovely to have you here. Let's everyone pop our live chat on and not our top chat so that we can actually get everyone's chat and not just the occasional chat. So make sure you have your live chat on. I know we've just seen each other 24 hours ago to this time. We did. We did. It was just so that you guys get used to seeing me on a Friday morning for the next 4 weeks. I did one yesterday on purpose so that you know that that's what's going to happen for the next 4 weeks. I was going to do the Monday morning one, but decided that it ran into my Bago day. So I don't really want to do Monday mornings. However, I do know that occasionally she'll pop a Friday on as well. And you know I love to see Crystal from Bago Day. I don't always watch her videos. I can't watch all of them because she does put a lot up. But I can watch the odd occasion. And I do like the Monday morning one, which doesn't always happen, but happens. When it does happen, it's usually the Monday morning for her when she's doing a live. So I thought, no, I'll definitely do the Friday morning lives for the next 4 weeks onwards. And by the end of this week, you'll have all the information on what's happening at Pipeworks. I said I would do the video vlog on Friday, but I think I might swap it to Thursday, giving you ample time to have a chat with me if there's anything you want to talk about. So we'll talk about that video vlog further into the live, but the vlog regarding Pipeworks will all happen on Thursday and not Friday, which will also have the vest in it. Now let's go back because I've missed all the chat. All of the chat. Hello, Green Butterfly. Auntie T's in the house. Auntie T's in the house. The lovely Raylene. Green Butterfly saying hello to Auntie T. That's wonderful. Hey, Bonnie's here. Hi, Bonnie. Lovely to have you here. Beautiful Fluffy's in the house. The Fluffster. She's in the house. Elaine, oh, you're not too late, honey. You're only like 2 or 3 minutes late. It doesn't matter because I haven't said much. I've just talked about how we're doing Friday mornings live instead of Saturday mornings live for the next 4 weeks. That's pretty much what I've already, talked about so far. Just got notified. Yay, that's great. Bonnie, before I forget, what is the gauge for the vest? We're going to talk about that later. Yvonne, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I've missed all of you all. I know we've missed you too, honey. It's been a while, hasn't it? Oh, beautiful Kiki's in the house. And Yvonne, lovely Yvonne's in the house. Did I say hello? I might have said hello, but I can't remember. Well, hello, Yvonne. And beautiful Kiki. And yes, okay. Now, I can't tell you the gauge yet because the gauge to the vest has not been done yet. I've been working on it myself, having a play with the pattern, but I haven't not really sorted out the gauge. So that will happen this Thursday. You'll get all the information this Thursday when I do the next video vlog. That will be all of the information because I'll have the vest pretty much complete or even 3/4 of the way done. So I'll know what I'm doing. The reason I haven't given all the information is because I haven't really decided how sad is that? How I'm going to end this. Haven't decided whether I'm going to be putting rows of single crochet in the front, doubles, half doubles. Haven't decided whether or not I want the ribbing. I personally do like front post, back post ribbing because we've not done that on the channel for a garment. We've only done it for fingerless gloves, I think, from memory, and other things, but we've not done it on a garment. And I would like to do the front post, back post, double crochet on this garment for the simple fact that it is double crochet. The only thing I noticed, and I don't know whether it's the thickness of the yarn or whether it's the pattern that I'm designing, when I'm doing the front post, back post, so you get an idea, it actually thickens up the front of the vest. So this is a lightweight. It's a 3-weight yarn or a DK weight. So you really don't want a super thick ribbing. Leave it with me. I'll have a play, and by Thursday I'll have the complete details. What I wanted to give you yesterday on that video vlog was just the design I'm working on, which is the double crochet, plain double crochet, but it will still look stunning because it's done lengthwise rather than widthwise. And also what I wanted to do was to show you the style. It's going to be like that and a little bit like that. No, it's not going to go that way. It's just going to go straight down that way. And your V will look just even. It won't go like that and then across. It won't do that. It'll do just even until it gets to the front. And then we'll have the ribbing as well. And the ribbing will kind of overlap each other so you can put buttons on. All right. You don't have to button it up if you don't want to. Someone I think mentioned, I haven't had a chance to reply to everyone on that post. There's only been a few mentions, but they mentioned something about doing it without the buttons. If you want to not put any buttons, you can leave it open, but it is a vest that meets in front. Okay, just heads up there, and it meets in front on purpose so that you can put buttons on. And we decided as a group to actually add the buttons. That's the reason why I asked you guys for your opinion over the past few weeks. What do you want to see? And this is what people were going towards. So I will get a chance to respond to all those messages on that post that I put up yesterday. Just after I put the post up, I didn't even look at the work. I just went and worked on Pipeworks gear after that video. And here's a little trivia. I started recording that video 5:30 in the afternoon. So the editing just didn't, there was about 4 edits in the whole video, and I just cut out a few little things and then just put it up. I didn't even think about it. And you know when I'm rushed, when I put my music on the video towards the end of the video and I don't play with it throughout the middle. Usually I play with it throughout the middle, so you know, if there's a bit of blank spots, the music goes up nice and loud. But when I'm doing a video vlog, there's not so much. I'm just chatting and I just think, you know what, forget the music. I'll just pop it at the end. So I was very rushed. I think it took all of, I don't know, 40 minutes to edit, which usually takes hours and hours and hours and hours. You know, I'm cutting the little bibs and bobs out when I edit for you guys, because it's a lot of me repeating myself. So I tend to cut it a bit. And that's something I can't do with a live. So you actually hear that repetitiveness during the live. And half the times I am repeating during the live because new people are getting on the live at that particular time. So you will hear me repeat. But in the meantime, let's go way back here. What have we got here? Who have I missed? Let's see. I've missed quite a few. Oh my gosh. Hello, Chatty Nanny. Hello, Chatty Nanny. You sound new to our channel. Welcome, Chatty Nanny. She loves a chat. We love her already. Hello, kids, says Sherry, because she's like, you know, she tells us she's old, but I reckon she's only 28. Hello, Pamela. Lovely to have you here. You asked for no buttons. Was it you, Elaine? Okay, thanks. We can talk further on closer when the outfit's ready to be made. Sorry. If you want, you can add like a little broochy kind of thing up the top that just clicks it together, or one button up the top. That part there is up to you. I'm giving you the option to change your ribbing if you like. So heads up there. Yeah, and we'll talk about that in the ribbing tutorial. Okay, everyone's saying hello. That's wonderful. I hope I haven't missed anyone. I got some Mary Maxim yarn lullaby. It's soft. It's 3-weight. Yes, but so soft. Making a baby blanket for maybe great grandbaby. Saying maybe it may not be for grandson's baby, but I'm making the blanket. That's very nice. It's wonderful. That was a paragraph and a half there for me, Bonnie. Anyway, so soft, shines. It's nice. I love the soft yarn. Don't you love it? Oh, did I miss anyone? Hello, Sherry. I said hello. The color I have is nursery. That's interesting. I hope I haven't missed anyone. Oh, Melody. Hi, Melody. There you are. There's one person I missed. Hello. I'm hoping I haven't missed it. Look how much I've missed. That's right. I'm 28. Yeah, go, Sherry. Green Butterfly says thumbs up. Thank you, Green. Always thinking about us here at Wild Crochet Designs. Deborah, hi. Mary from Toronto, been crocheting. We have bushfires. Oh, I think I heard that. I heard about the fires over in, I'm not sure if it was Toronto, but the US in general, yeah. And it wasn't expensive. No, 24 skeins. It was 100. Oh, you're very lucky. Oh my gosh, Bonnie, you're very lucky. Did you see the new yarn from BWM? I haven't. Some of those colours look divine. How come I haven't seen it? Bye-bye to my next payday. Oh, what payday? There's no such thing in our house. The money comes in. It's paying off debt. We have no cash. And then I just dig into the debt and buy more yarn, as you do. I'm new to chat, but I have been watching for years. Finally able to catch a live chatty nanny. We are so happy to have you here. You are in the right place. If you've seen some of our lives, if you've watched some of them, you'll know that we can be very good and sweet and wonderful and kind. Skip to the next subject. Melody's 28 as well. We're all 28. I'm 29. I'm really old. If you can believe that. Yay, go you. Maybe I'm the youngest in here. I'm 58. All right. Yvonne, I'm glad because I'm still 29. I've been 29 for like years. We won't even go there. I desperately need to know the gauge because I don't have a hook and I need time to order it in. I've unintentionally packed my hook set. I mean to leave it with my friend. Give me 1 second. I got a bit of an itch in here. Every time I come in here, I end up itchy. All that dust and all sorts of weird things in here. It's unbearable, really. It is. We'll talk about that in a minute. Deborah, yes, Deborah, so sad. Fires from Canada. Oh, they're everywhere. Yes, and a lot of people go to the corner. A lot of people go to the corner. There's some really naughty people here, Chatty. Are you going to be one of them? We like them, though. They make the chat lively. As long as it's a good naughty. You know, we don't like the really bad ones that come on where we, you know, delete and block and throw them in the corner way over outside the house and not inside. Do you like that one? The corner outside the house. I'm going to be 64 in July. No, 24. Oh, that's great. You're going to be 24 in July, Bonnie. That's great. That's wonderful. All right. So I really can't tell you the gauge because I haven't worked on it yet. Oh, I'm sorry, Claptrap. I haven't worked on it. I can measure up with a ruler, which I don't have in here anyway. I don't have a measuring tape. Everything's all in the other room. So I can measure that, but that's not going to be exact, is it? You'll just have to wait for Thursday at the latest. That's about the best I can do for you, Claptrap. Thursday. It's not that far away, you know. What are we on? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's only 5 days. I'm not starting the vest for a while yet, so bear with me on it. I'm so itchy, guys. Bear with me. I'm going to have a drink from the Pretty as a Peacock cup today. What I'm doing now to make sure I don't just grab that first cup, when I wash this one, I move everything around. So I grab the next cup. That's my deal now. These are cups that you guys purchased for me as gifts. So I'm going to use everyone's cup, not just one. I keep using the same cup over and over again. Cheers, everyone. Maybe, says Chatty. Oh, Chatty. We have a nice chatty, cheeky, chatty. Cheeky, chatty. Oh, that's going to be a hard one to remember. Usually it's cheeky, kiki. But we could say cheeky, kiki, and cheeky, chatty. Let's say that fast 10 times. Cheeky, kiki, and cheeky, cheeky, kiki, and cheeky, catty. Chatty. There's no way. Deborah says, I'm from the UK working in Canada. Any ideas? Anyone easiest way to get yarn? It depends on the country. Everyone gets yarn from different areas in their own country. After the live today, I'm going to a couple of stores that I've not been to check out a few other things that are not yarn related. What? They're not yarn related. What is wrong with her? So I'm assuming right next door to those ones that I'm checking. Notice how I found one that was close to yarn stores. They're yarn stores I've never been to. What? So I think one of them is. The other one I can't find. I'm looking for it. You drive there, and I've done this twice. I've driven past it thinking, where is it? It's still on Google. It says it's still in. I think what it is it's set back, like indented. So I can't see it. But I'll work on it and let everyone know where it is. Because I want to purchase a few things from them. And again, Green Butterfly says thumbs up. Thank you, Green Butterfly. In Australia, I loved Spotlight. Spotlight is good, Deborah, don't get me wrong. But we have yarn stores that actually sell really nice yarn as well, especially Bendigo Woolen Mills. You've heard me talk about it. The thing with Bendigo, people say, have you affiliated with them? No. What it is is they actually have 200-gram skeins. Like, they're huge, right? Well, not really big, but they're big enough. And in 200 grams, you don't have cutting involved, unless you find the odd knot, which I, to be honest with you, haven't. I have found one in the past, but that's not bad considering I've been using Bendigo for 10 years, maybe, I don't know. A long time. And so it's economical. You think it's a little bit expensive because it's a 200-gram skein. But if you cut that down into 4 skeins, which is what you get from Spotlight, it's cheaper than the skeins you're purchasing from Spotlight. So, and it's a better quality. Oh, did I say that out loud? You didn't hear it from me. So there are stores around that you can get better yarn and a little bit more economical too. And checking out the new BWM yarn too. I have to check. That's funny, I haven't seen that one. What's it called? Maybe I've seen it and just overlooked it. You know, when I sort of rushed. I'm very busy at the moment. All I'm doing is Pipeworks, channel, Pipeworks, Pipeworks, channel, Pipeworks, Pipeworks, channel. And then I'm like, design, what? That's a very busy life at the moment. I order from Mary Maxim, okay. Premiere says Bonnie and Hirschner's. Can I order Bendigo online? Deborah, you can, but because you're from overseas, I don't know what the cost of shipping would be like for you. I know when I send overseas, it costs a fortune, and the customer usually pays, the client or the customer usually pays. But if I'm sending as a surprise or a gift, if you will, I pay for my own shipping, so it can be really costly. So it will probably cost you. But you try online, check them out, pop them in the, as you do, in the basket, and it will tell you how much it'll cost to get to your country, wherever you're situated. Bad spelling, don't worry about spelling. We never worry about spelling on the channel. We don't care. I try to work around the words. There must also be some yarn shops near you. Google is good at knowing what you are, where you are. Absolutely, yeah, Google it. If you've got a mobile phone, pop your location on the phone, and what happens is once you start to Google, Google will say, right, here's one 2 feet away, here's one 60 miles away, here's one 20 miles away, here's one 10, and it gives you all the areas that's closer to you first, and then it'll give you the outer areas as well. Just check the kilometers on it, because it'll say 2 kilometers away, 20 kilometers away, you know, Timbuktu, that kind of place. I shouldn't say that because there is a Timbuktu, yeah. It's called Prism. I think I have seen it, Kiki. I think I've seen it, but it's sort of right over my head at the moment because I'm just so busy. Maybe I should get a sheep. Sheep are good. I would love one, except our backyard looks like that. Yeah, you kind of look at out through the backyard like this. The dog and the cat sit together like this, and we all hovel in a corner. No, it's not that small, but it is small, and I can't fit a sheep in my backyard. It's not that small. Now I'm being silly. Raise your sheep, shear them, processes the wool. Sheep, shear them, process the wool. Yes. What a great idea. I think we all should get a sheep. Everyone should have their own sheep. It's running. I'm running out and turning into a grouch. Oh, yeah, no, I get that way. 5 times a day, Deborah. You don't see that because all you see is this. Ding! With the little, you know, halo. You see that, but then there's the time when that halo turns into the odd horn, and then the face goes like this. Let me see if I can do it right. And then I start throwing things across the room. Nobody comes near me at home. They just like, whoa, let's move out of her way. She's only 2 foot nothing, but she can be like, you know, vile if she has to. So we're going to move out the way. But I can't do wool. Okay. I'd have to get alpaca. You know what? I have lots of allergies to wool, and I know when I'm allergic, I get real itchy around here. So you see me do that a lot. Right? There's a lot of wool in here. So you see me, that's all this one side. Sometimes it goes purple too. The whole nose goes purple. And, oh, you know what? I'm itchy touching my face. Maybe I touched wool before. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so itchy. I shouldn't scratch it. I know I shouldn't. But anyway. It's a multi-mix like Bloom, but is less color changing and more subtle. Oh, I like that. They say it's super soft. Kiki, stop. You know I'm going to have to purchase some now. What is wrong with you? Don't you know I have a yarn problem? Don't you know that is a problem for me? It's not too much of a problem. It's getting less and less, I've noticed. These shelves to the top of the roof used to be packed, and it's getting less and less, which is a bit of a bonus. We can start adding other things there now. Other things, you know. Oh my God, I'm very itchy. Don't make me feel guilty, Bonnie. I still haven't processed the fleece I got last year. Oh, you actually do get the wool in and do it yourself. Oh, that's very clever. Mary, don't we all? Yes, I know, Bonnie. All right, so let's get stuck into what's happening on today's live. Today's live, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about what's happening this week. We've had a change of plans because yours truly did not like the lining to this bag. Now, I talked about it. When did I talk about it? Was it yesterday morning's live? I don't know. I've said so much. Yesterday morning's live. The lining worked out perfectly. I recorded it perfectly, edited it. It was ready to go, ready to upload. Then I pushed it all in and made sure it was all straight. I was so happy with myself, so pleased. And when I pushed it all the way in, I'm going to do it now. It's not going to work for me. There it is. That happened. It didn't just poke out. What happened was, poking out's not a problem because that happens sometimes with granny squares. What happened is you saw all of that cotton threads and everything. Someone mentioned to me the other day, why don't you do the French braid? Now, I know what the French braid is because, French braid. Let's try French seam. I don't know why I had the French braid in my head. That's hair, Mary, get it right. The French seam, I know what it is because I did sewing in my, might have been about 1920. No, I was older than that because I was out of the house. I think I started around 21 and right into my late 30s, I was still sewing things. So, yeah, I know all about sewing. I just don't do it as much. I should do a channel on sewing, shouldn't I? Oh, Kiki. Oh, Kiki's done a super chat. Sorry. Here's a little something in the yarn, Kitty. Oh, Kiki, thank you so much. You know it doesn't go to waste. You know where it's going to go now. Thanks, Kiki. And you know what? When I do purchase it, I'm going to mention this super chat. Seriously, thank you so much, Cheeky Kiki. I keep saying Cheeky Kiki, yeah? But thank you very much for your super chat. It is very well received. Thank you so much. You're a bad influence, young lady. A very bad influence. But you know I'm going to get it now, don't you? All right, so... someone did mention the French seam. I've decided I'm going to do the French seam and it'll happen on Tuesday's video. Now, I mentioned yesterday or the day before, I mentioned that we're going to do it Monday. I can't remember when I mentioned it now. Wednesday. I said we're going to do it on Monday, but Monday's a public holiday here in Australia. So the house will be filled with 100 people. I'm exaggerating a little bit, maybe 4. Maybe 6, maybe 5, depends on, you know, if people bring partners. And there won't be time to do any creating when family are home. So it won't happen till Tuesday. The lining of the bag that we've waited so long for is coming up on Tuesday. What I will do is I will show you how to cut and get it ready with the yellow, because it's the same size as the pink bag. So the green bag, wherever that bag's in the other room, the same size as the pink bag, but I'm going to work on the pink bag towards the end. So you'll see me drawing and cutting the yellow. The reason is I don't want to redo this again because this is actually quite big in there, the lining. I can just, you know, sew over that second section. When it comes to the French seam, you'll know how to do that. It'll all be done by hand. Now, most people don't do the French seam by hand. It's done by sewing machine. It is what the professionals use when they're doing garments. They use that a lot, but it's really, obviously being a professional, it's really neat and tidy. So sewing by hand can be a little awkward, means making the stitches that tiny little bit smaller, huh? All right, so thank you, Mary. If you sew the corners down into the bag, then it won't do. It's not just the corners; it's the sides. It's because the threads of the cotton is frays a little bit, and you can cut it, and it frays a bit more, and you can cut it. I don't want the frayed look. I want to have that neat look in this bag. Plus the simple fact that this is going to be on sale at Pipeworks. So I want a professional look, yeah? Well, got to do the right thing. No public holiday in Queensland. I have to work. Oh, you're working on but don't you, if it's a normal public holiday, you would get like pay double time or whatever it is, overtime for working. So is it actually a public holiday though, or just no public holiday for you because you have to work? Because here it's I thought it was Australia-wide, this public holiday, which is actually celebrated, used to be the Queen's birthday, public holiday, but we're calling it obviously the King's birthday now because he's the new king. So it's the King's birthday public holiday. That's what it's called here now. Used to be called Queen's birthday, but there you go. Now we have a king. It's called King's birthday. So there we go. All right, so I'm just writing down a few information that I forgot to talk about. At the end of this week, well, let's say Thursday, not in Queensland. You don't get one in Queensland. Well, that's a bit ridiculous. How does that work? Not a public holiday here at all. Ours is in October. Ah, isn't that interesting? I didn't know that. I thought it was the whole of Australia, the same public holiday. How about that? I learnt something new today. Thank you, ladies. And who else said it? Green Butterfly, Kiki, and Anne. Not in Queensland. We changed it to October. How come it was changed, hun? Do you know what the oh, I don't care. I don't care. Anyway, Victoria's got theirs on Monday. I don't know why I'm asking. Am I ever going to live in Queensland? I would love to live in Queensland. Western Australia had a public holiday last Monday. Okay. To spread the public holidays out. Look, I agree with that. I know that actually we did spread ours out. If you think about it, we don't have a lot of public holidays in the middle of the year. Ours is more at the beginning. At the end, you've got Christmases, Easters and everything else. So that's probably something. Adelaide's the same as Melbourne. Oh, there you go. You're learning something. Mary's learning something. It's good. It doesn't matter how old you are. Learn it. Take it all in and forget about it tomorrow, because I will, and you'll have to say a week's time and I'll go, really? No, I won't. Let's talk about what is happening this week on the channel. Firstly, what happened last week? I can't remember. Now, let me tell you about last week. All right. So last week's day was, every day was the same. Oh, Animal House Crocheting with Donna. I'm assuming you are Donna. Welcome, Donna. Donna, have you been on here before? I don't remember your name. Checking in late. Well, hello. I think you might have been here before. Have you been here before? I can't remember, honey. Just let me know. Welcome, anyway. welcome. On Friday morning when we did a live, we had some newbies on that couldn't make it on our normal lives, but was able to make the Friday one for the first time, which was fantastic, which was very, very good. All right. So the reason I can't remember what happened this week is because when I got up on Monday, this is my life. Quickly, do a tub for Pipeworks. Get it done. Label, price, put it all in the tub, leave it, go to the workstation, do some crochet, do some recording, come back, do some editing, go back to pub. I was about to say tub, and I said pub. Go back to the tub. Pipeworks and tub together makes pub, yeah? That's perfect, yeah? And do the, she's very naughty. She's got a mind on the drink. And do the tub, and then go back, and then do that. And my whole week was like that. So I can't remember what I did from one thing to the next. And I think for the next 4 weeks, my life is going to be like that. So what I'm going to do is I actually might start, and I know this sounds ridiculous to some people. I used to do this years ago. I'm going to restart doing it again, where you start, I know, right, Kiki? Where you start writing things down, because there's a lot happening for the next 4 weeks, and I don't want to confuse the channel with Pipeworks, which I did this week, because I thought, what was going up this week? I had to look at the book and I went, the bag. So I had to rush to get the bag done. And then I was so upset when it didn't work out the way I wanted, because I'm really grumpy like that. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I've wasted so much time on the bag. Let's get a tub done. And it was just, I need a secretary. I need about 200 secretaries. Look at how many subscribers do I have now? 20,000? Can't a couple of thousand of you come to my house and help me do the pipe? Don't you love it? Excuse me, calling all subscribers. Come to my house. This is the address. No. I think I can fit about 20 of you in my lounge room. It's a tiny place. You know, I'm a small person. I don't need a lot of room. Unless I start growing this way, which I tell you what is happening in the bucket loads the past 3 months, I don't know. I think maybe being sick, curled up on the couch, not doing anything doesn't help. But I did lose a lot of weight when I was really unwell. And I think I've probably put that weight on plus more just for fun, you know, as you do. If you have sewing machine, you could zigzag. Yeah, no, it still doesn't look right. I've done that before. It doesn't look good, Bonnie. So you are new here, and Donna, lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. And Kiki and I are going to, you know, get a few drinks, as you do. Kiki lives in Queensland. I live in Melbourne, and there's never any chance for us to ever get together. One day would be nice, wouldn't it, Kiki? We could imagine us. Oh my gosh. People doing like normal pub crawls, and we'd be there with our crocheting. With the drink. Crochet, drink. It would be hilarious, Kiki. You guys have Melbourne Cup Day as a public holiday. Yeah, but it's a big stretch from the last public holiday, which I think this one could be the last one. Yeah, to Melbourne Cup. I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong, Melburnians. I have 6 4-legged animals and 2 2-legged birds. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm a bird lover, Donna, major bird lover. And we said that, you know, the whole family came to an agreement that if our elderly animals pass, we would get birds instead of the dog and the cat. Dog and cat, it's very old. You know, we're holding on to them as long as we can. Like, I feel mean with the cat because she really should go, but I haven't got that heart to let her go. Well, I'm working on it. My brain is trying to get around it. She does still eat, though, and she still moves around and she still does things. It's just very frail. It's the epilepsy in her, so I don't want to talk about it. Well, lovely to have you here, Donna. What's a Melbourne Cup? Oh, claptrap. It's called the Race That Stops the Nation. It is a horse race. Personally, it's been something that's happened here in Melbourne for years and years and years and years and years. The last one I put a little gamble on it just for once. Everyone does it every year, just a little bit. Not everyone. Some people do. And I didn't last year. I was a little bit angry last year because we had floods last year and they built this massive wall around the race, and so the floods didn't touch the race, but all of the houses around the race got flooded out where all their furniture had to get thrown out. The houses were so damaged, I don't even know if they were able to fix their homes. And nobody explained to them that why they had this beautiful green dry race, all the greenery, and their houses were totally saturated. It was literally a bad thing. So I thought, I'm not going to support that. I don't support that. You know, other people will. I don't support it. I support people. It's a major race. Yes, it happens in spring every year. I'm planning a trip to Melbourne, but probably won't be until next year. You got a new job if you come to Melbourne. You know what, Kiki, the trouble we could get in. You know what's going to happen? You'll come to Melbourne, you'll sit in my little corner here, and we'll just sit there and crochet for 3 days straight. I'd rather go somewhere else and party for 3 days straight with the crochet. But if you get to Melbourne, you don't call me because I won't answer. Message me. I don't answer the phone. I sit there. It's so funny sometimes. And my family laugh at me because I go like this. Would you look at that? The phone's ringing. Well, that's nice. And then I go back to work. And then I go back to it. If there's a message there, I'll return the call. If they don't message, someone said to me, oh, don't you lose business that way? Well, I'll be $20 broke. Less. Because I just refuse to talk to people on the phone. I haven't got time. I can do that and then do that and but sit there, oh, really? Oh, and then I was like, come on, I can't concentrate with the phone's in my hand. If I put it on loudspeaker, they say, I can't hear you. Oh, what are you saying? With the phone up, I don't want to be on loudspeaker. No more talk. I do speak on the phone to family, intimate family members, you know, my kids, my sisters maybe. That's it. Somebody else rings, I'm like, oh, not that person. I am so bad with the phone. I don't mind talking, just not with the phone. Claptrap says I have 6-legged animals, stock insects. Oh, seriously? Interesting. Any balconies can't spell. Sorry, don't worry about it. Yes, we don't worry about spelling. I watch the phone ring too. I only talk on the phone if I have the patience to talk to someone. Oh, Kiki, you and I swear, we have the same mentality. It is so scary. Never mind. It's all right, Kiki. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, not everybody is. I mean, I love to chat. You know that. But not everybody is the type that'll sit there on the phone. And funnily enough, before we had mobile phones, and this is like a long time ago, not that I'm that old, I would talk on the phone for hours. And the kids were young then too, so I was home to do that. As they got a bit older, I actually went back to work. So talking on the phone for hours was a little bit more difficult to do because you didn't have that time. And so when I got home, I focused on the kids and the house and everything else, and I didn't really want to talk to anybody. So I got into that habit of really not ringing. And the only people I would ring at the time was obviously my late father at the time, or my sisters or whoever I needed to ring that was intimate family. But I kind of shut out a lot because I needed that time with the family. And you know me, family first. And that's what happens. As you know, I've done it on the channel where I've been off air for 5 weeks. I'll pop on and do the odd live, but not done any tutorials for a while because the family have been unwell. And family first. Always in my eyes, it's family first. So that's that's me being weird. And so picking up the phone, it'll only answer if it's my sister's ringing, I'll answer. Other than that, I'll just say, right, I'll leave it. They'll leave a message. If it's really important, they'll leave a message. If it's not, well, you know, they'll ring back and they'll get the same thing. Don't you love it? Laurel stick insects. Stick insects, they don't need males to breed. Oh, that's interesting, Claptrap. That's a very interesting pet. Very interesting pet. If I had the opportunity to clear out those males, I would. No, I won't, because one of them's my son, so I don't want to clear out males in general. Just some of them. Them are cool, easy to care for. I know, right? You don't have to clean up after too much mess like these animals out there. Oh, man. It's messier now because the cat being unwell, that she will regurgitate. Can I say that instead of saying the other word? Maybe 4 or 5 times a day. So it's constant cleaning. And when I don't clean it, and actually I haven't because I've lost, I don't know what's happened. We used to have a hard broom out there, you know, the ones that really scrape. And I used to wash and scrape off that mess that she would make. I can't find the hard broom. No one knows where it is. We kind of think like someone pinched it because no one knows where it is. Nobody, I'm the only one who uses it, and I use it in the same spot all the time, but it's gone. It's really weird. I'm going to tell King Marty, you said that. Me? What did I say? I didn't say anything wrong. I am the sweetest, wonderful person you'll ever meet. I still can't say that without laughing. You guys know I'm kidding because sweet is not what I am. I have family who can vouch. Auntie T, if you're still on, she can vouch that there's nothing sweet. It looks like that she's such a sweet, kind person. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean, Kiki, about telling Marty. Yeah, but Marty's different. He's one of us. Do you like that, Kiki? Marty's one of us. You know, he's a sweet, wonderful person. We'd be the only one. He's one of us. Poor Marty. He works a lot now, so he doesn't get much time to get onto our lives. And he can occasionally, but, you know, work takes precedent, I suppose. We miss you, Marty. Your crown is getting dusty. All right, look, we haven't talked about what's happening on the channel. Last week was a total shambles, so I don't know what happened last week. Just look it up on YouTube. Don't you love it? She's so unorganized today. But I'll be properly organized. I have to be properly organized by the end of this week. Otherwise, I can't function this way. I can't function this way. I really can't function. Oh, bro, I'm going crazy. So I'll be a little bit more organized this week. It was something that I'm not used to doing, like working 5 days a week plus the 2 days, so 7 days a week. It's not what I've done in the past. It's always been either 5 days a week or 4 days a week. Yeah. No, my whole life has really been 5 days a week, you know, full time at work. But lately it's kind of been, Angela, did I say hi? I'm sorry, Angela. Hello, Angela. Did I miss you? I think I might have missed you before. Oh, hon, hello. How can I miss my Angela? How can I miss my Angela? And so I'm not used to working the 7-day week. So it's really, and especially at my age, I'm kind of, what did I do with the spoon? Where's the pen? What did I do with my glasses? It's kind of, not that 29 is old or anything. I really can't get past being older than 29 for like 100 years. Your blanket is cool. Oh, the blanket is cool. Okay. Good. All right. So this week I'll be a little bit more organized. We'll get ourselves in a place where everything is written down. Usually I used to write things down all the time. I stopped because I kind of got into it's like a system where I knew what I was doing. It was all sorted out. It was done. I knew what I was saying at the beginning of the week. And I'm looking back at my beginning of the week thinking, tick, tick, tick. Now, normally that works. But this week, because of pipeworks and tubs and running around, and actually not just that, I'm leaving the house to purchase items to help with pipeworks, like little labels or little stickers or little whatever to help label things and make sure everything's ready. Did you email Karen yet? No, Karen, we've actually held off Karen. The first to be emailed will be Auntie T. We've held off Karen because Karen, as of yesterday, has taken off just like that. And she's gone. She's on holidays. She's actually going on a cruise. I think she's taken the plane first. I could be wrong. And then she's going on a cruise. I'm not sure exactly where yet, but she's told me she'll be going on a cruise and having such a lot of fun. I'm not worried about us poor, wonderful, sweet people here. But she's having a lot of fun. So she asked me to hold off emailing her for a little while. The next email that goes out will be going out to Auntie T. I'm sorry, the next email will not be going out to Auntie T. The next email will be going out to people I promised the V-stitch beanie pattern to. They've already paid for it, or some have won it in the past, and I believe there's one person here on our live that is waiting for that pattern as well, and even her family member is also waiting. So there's 2 people waiting. There's more than 2 people, but on the live at the moment there's probably 1 person still waiting, or maybe it's two people on the live. So that's going out first. The pattern for the V-stitch is going out first. Then the pattern for Auntie T, which will be this one here. Auntie T is testing. Oh, I know. Wasn't supposed to say that. But Auntie T is testing this pattern. I wasn't supposed to say that, but I did. Whoops. She's opened her big mouth. She's testing this pattern here. This will be a paid pattern only on the channel. You will not see this as a tutorial on YouTube. I mean, a paid pattern on my website. You won't see it as a tutorial on YouTube. I will let you guys know when it comes out, and you will have a discount code that you will use for a certain amount of time. So you'll get your discount, maybe. Depending on the mood I'm in. And if you wanted to pre-order, you could. The only thing with that is that you pay the regular price for pre-ordering. If you just wait until it comes out, and then I'll give you a discount code when the pattern does come out. Everybody else has to pay normal price. And you as subscribers, if you let me know or watch the video where the discount code will be in, you have to watch that video. But it's a long way away. Yeah, because I haven't sent Auntie T the pattern yet. She's been waiting patiently. I give her credit. She's been waiting very patient, but just been snowed under right now. She will get it within the next 2 years. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She'll get it very soon. I've got to get it out early because it's got to be done. Following that, there will be a pattern every now and then sent out to people. Now, people have already told me that they will test patterns. I've got their names down. All I have to do is find the pattern that, when I say suits them, someone mentioned that that she needs to have an easier pattern sent to her because she knows how to read patterns, but she's very new at it all. So I will send her something easier. Someone said she's an advanced crocheter. She's going to be one of my first point of calls for the more technical items. And then Kiki and I still have to sort out our pattern that we were doing last year, that I was doing last year, that poor Kiki did help me out with, and I still haven't looked at it. But at least it's a Halloween project. It'll be after Pipeworks, and we might start talking about Halloween very soon. Well, not so soon, because it's not going to be a big project this year. Last year was huge. We did the 3 puppets. I did a full puppet show just for you. Our Auntie T was in that puppet show. Even my daughter was in the puppet show. You didn't see their faces. They were you just saw the hands and the people talking in the background. And even my son did the music for the show as well, when my daughter sang the little song. So if you haven't seen the Halloween puppet show, I'm going to pop a link to that in a description box down below after the live. So after the live, when you finish watching the live, click on that little link. It'll be called Halloween Puppet Show. And underneath that one, I'll pop the link to the making of the puppet show, and you'll see that there's a lot involved with doing a little puppet show on the channel. Even though it was only 13 minutes worth, or 14 or 15, I can't even remember how long the video actually went for. There's a lot involved with making a puppet show. So there you go. But anyway, we did that last year. Teresa says before she retires, please. That could be anytime soon. Halloween. If not Halloween, I'll be happy with something hard and challenging. Just no B word. B word. You got me silent there. The whole room. You could hear crickets. What's a B word? I don't know what that is. Whisper. Look, let's just get on with it all. And patterns will be coming out. I do promise you those patterns. I don't know when. I can't say it, Mary. It's the stitch. Oh, I know. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Raylene. Oh, hi, Raylene. Did I say hello before? Did I miss you, hun? Hello, Raylene. The B word, well, that's going to have to be done eventually, Kiki. All right, well, it may not be done with you then. But I do bubbles as well. Oh, I said it. Oh, I said it. But I do like the puff stitch better, to be honest with you. Yes. But I do bubbles as well. Sorry. I forgot about that. That was how Kiki found me, when she asked if I had an easier way to add a new bubble that was missing. I think that's what you said from memory. I think that's what we said, yeah. I could be wrong. I can't remember. I think that's how you found me, yeah. I think that's how you did, yeah. And I did a tutorial on it for her, specifically for Kiki. That's another thing, guys. If you have a project that you've missed or skipped, something's gone wrong with it, and you want to see a tutorial about it, let me know, because it's an idea that can be, if I can work on it, if I can do it, I will do it for you. Yep, and I've never done one ever again. The Kiki Kitty couch. No, we're still working. Look, to be honest with you, Bonnie, I'm thinking the problem with the couch is that it's been done on YouTube a few times. It's also been done on the outside as paid patterns. The problem with that is I don't want anybody to think I copied or mimicked them on the kitty couch. It's not really, I don't know how, it's hard to explain. First, I don't know, I'll need products to make with it, like, I don't know, foam or something, sticky tape foam together or something. I'll need like boxes of foam or something like that to work with. And then I need to crochet around those boxes or those foam, that foam or anything else. But also, it's been done before where I don't know how free it is for me to do. Like, I could do it in my own pattern and change it to suit me. But am I copying someone's work? I don't know. When it comes to something like that, it's a bit like this jumper here, but no one's ever done a sweater like this way. So I was able to do it. But with the kitty couch, it's a little bit too, it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. It's a little bit too obvious, being so big. Yep, and I've never done one. Yeah, we've done that already. I don't like bubbles either. Oh, isn't it interesting? But but I quite like the popcorn stitch. Okay, yes. I love the pineapple stitch. Everybody likes that one. I actually, well, not everyone, but I do. I like it. And I don't think I've done the pineapple stitch on the channel. Might be something to think about. You were teasing you, Kiki. Yeah, I know, right? Anything that requires a B word, I'll replace with a popcorn. Oh, I get it. I've never done the pineapple stitch on the channel. There's a lot of stitches I haven't done on the channel. I need to go and do some research on that and have a play. Maybe we could do some washcloths or something. Or we can make something. I don't know, a scarf maybe. Who knows? Well, let me think about it. Something to think about for the future. Not now. Not for the next 4 weeks. I haven't planned the next 4 weeks. I do admit that. However, for this week only, we are going to do. Now, I've written it down somewhere. Down here. Let's move everything out the way. Monday, there's a public holiday, so I'm not going to be able to record. If for some unusual reason the house is empty, I can record, but I can't see it happening. It's always busy on a public holiday in this house. I don't know what happens, but it is. Tuesday, I'll be doing the lining to the bag again. Only half of it. I think part of it I'm going to leave on the recording as is. So I'll be doing the lining of the bag. Wednesday is our live, as you know. Thursday, we're going to have the video vlog Thursday instead of Friday. I've decided to do it on Thursday. That'll give you all the information that you'll need, not just for our vest, but also for Pipeworks. Our vest, I hope, fingers crossed, to have complete by Thursday. This will give you the option to do your gauge swatches and everything else if you wanted to do them. On Friday, there will be a live. Our normal, it'll be what I call a normal live for the next 4 weeks. Every Friday morning, 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time, for the next 4 weeks, we will have a live on purpose to replace our Saturday morning's live. However, I'm going to do a very, very tiny 2 or 3 minute live on Saturday morning, probably around 8:30 on the first day of Pipeworks Market. You won't see people, you'll just see my table, and the camera will be faced right down because I'm not allowed to record anyone there. That's the rule. I don't know why, because recording other people's tables helps them out. But anyway, I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to do a live there at all. But if I'm doing a live on the table only, just so you can see the products and how I've set the table up, then I'll do that. If there's no one around, which is highly unlikely, because the way it's set up, there's going to be people around setting up. It won't just be my table. There's going to be so many other people there, so many other stall holders there. Saturday could either turn out two ways. The first day could either turn out so busy that I can't move, or it could either be totally empty because it's new. And no one knows about it. So it could go either way, and I'm not going to judge what I'm going to do, but I will take like a 2-minute thing. And if I don't take the 2-minute live, I'll take a 2-minute video and just upload that. It'll take a little while on the phone, but it's more likely I'll do a quick 2-minute live, just going up and down, and I won't even have time to chat. I might see your post and I might say something. If you say something to me, I might say something back, but I won't be able to do too much chat. It'll be literally only 2 or 3 minutes. All right. It's just to show you the table, to show you exactly where I'm situated and whether it still goes ahead. No, it should this time. It should. It was supposed to go ahead a year and a couple of months back, a year ago, but like, I don't know when now. I can't remember. It was March. I really can't remember. But there you go. Someone says YouTube or Instagram. Okay, I forgot about Instagram, didn't I? No, most likely YouTube. If I do one on Instagram, it'll be even quicker. Like, it won't even be any time for anyone to say anything. You'll just see that stall. You'll just see the table, and then I'll say, okay, see you later, bye. Only because I'm not allowed to do them. It's not that I'm not allowed to do them. I'm not allowed to record other people. And look, I get that. So if I just keep the camera down, and I usually like to go back and take the whole scene, and it really looks gorgeous because you see other people's work. And when I went to Bendigo last year, I went through the whole room and I showed you everyone's stand. I didn't just show you mine. I showed you everyone's stand, and it's camaraderie. What's that word called? Where you're all together. You're all together. You're all doing exactly the same thing. You're all in it for the same reason, to clear off your stock or to sell or give, nice things away, or to whatever it is that you're in the reason that you're doing it for. That's your reason. Why not support each other? Because that's what we do in our industry. We support each other. Oh, okay. So Donna says, I have done the popcorn stitch. You have done it. It's gorgeous. I love it. Can you turn chat off so you don't have to worry about answering anymore? Yeah, I don't want to get into that, Claptrap. If I turn it off once, knowing me, it will never happen again. I won't be able to speak to anyone. Well, I do these things because I'm not so tech savvy. My daughter does all that jazz, so I don't want to touch any settings on my channel in case later when I get back I can't see anyone's chat. That did happen once. Do we remember that? Everyone was answering. I'm saying, what's wrong with everyone? No one's talking to me. But they were answering. There was something wrong. I did something anyway. But I don't really want to turn it off. It'll be very fast anyway, so I'll probably end up, and please don't be offended, cutting you off. Like real quick. I'll just be, see you later. Bye. Have a nice day. But you will get an opportunity to see how I set it up. This year I'm setting up a little different than Bendigo. Now the reason is because firstly I'm having a lot of little things that I'm selling as well. Scissors, sewing needles, whatever, measuring tapes. Whatever I've got in stock I've labelled. Some I've labelled in packs and some I've labelled separately. So I'll have a lot of little niggly things. I'll have little trays on the table and they'll be in there. I'll have my boxes on one side or even along the back, and then you'll see pictures of what's in the boxes, so you'll know what to purchase. The price label will be on that as well. The prices will be on everything. I'm labeling everything this year because it was just too difficult last year. I had a little list on the table, say everything with the yellow dot is $5, everything with the pink dot's $200, everything with the red, and people were getting confused. So now I've just decided this year to label everything, and if they don't want to purchase it, they don't have to. But the dockets have been labeled, and it'll also be you'll see some labels that there'll be a mark through the top price, and it'll be a red price underneath, which is the new price, because I've discounted that price a lot already. I can be bargained on the day. Anybody comes in and says, I really don't want to pay $300 for that blanket, what can you do for me? I can be bargained on the day. Try it. I won't guarantee I'll sell it, but try it. I will, I'm not going to say no. We'll never know. I'll probably say yes, because the stock needs to go. Everything that I have needs to go. I have so far in this room alone now, that's just packing things. Are you ready? 28 tubs of stuff I will never look at. These are things I've put in the tubs and shoved up to the wall. Shoved up to the wall. That side of the wall is packed. 2 rows all the way to the roof. This side of the wall had tubs all the way up. I've taken 4 tubs off. I tell a lie. There's only 2 tubs here at the moment. Those 4 tubs are just in the lounge room on the floor, and I'm emptying them literally as we speak. I did some before the live. I'll do some more after the live. Then I'll bring them back, and then I've got to go do all these tubs. They're all getting labelled, and the things that I don't think I'll sell, I put back in the tubs and leave them here. I'm going to label everything, get it all ready, but I'm not taking everything the first weekend. First weekend, you're going to see some of the stuff, and then the next weekend, you'll see more. But I am taking a variety of everything. So you'll have some blankets, there's some clothing, there's some yarn, there's some hooks, there's some purses. We've got the Kiss Lot purses. We've got bags, like the granny bag. We'll have a lot of the projects I created on the channel that I will never use. Yeah, I'll never use them, but I created for the channel. You will see a variety rather than seeing rows of my boxes, rows of my this. You won't see that. You're going to see a variety of everything, giving everyone an opportunity to purchase what they want. They may not like big blankets, but they might like the coaster set. They may not like the coaster set. They might just like one doily. There's about 4 doilies there today so far. I say today because I packed them this morning. So you know what I mean? Everyone likes different things, and it's giving them an opportunity to purchase what they like. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Chat. I'm so late. Oh, Carmen, that's okay, hun. Just doing a lot of chatting as usual. I have to go. I'll enjoy watching back. Take care later. That's all right, Fluffy. I'm about to tell everyone now what's happening for the week. I think I did talk about it anyway. I did say what's happening. I did, actually. So on Friday, I said we were going to do our live. If I get the opportunity, we will do the Easter egg for the wreath, the flat Easter egg for the wreath, and we will attach it to the wreath along with some of the other projects. If I get time. If I don't, we'll just hold the Easter egg over off until the week later. But definitely the bag has to be done this week because this is going with me to Pipeworks today week. Oh my gosh, it's today week. On Thursday's video vlog, you'll have all the information of Pipeworks, what time it's opening, what time it closes on the first day and on the second day. And I believe it's the same every weekend for the 4 weeks. So, and I will let you know the last date that I'll be there, the first date that I start, the last date I'll be there, and of course, all the other dates in the middle as well. So you'll have that opportunity to visit me if you can't do the first weekend and you want to do the second or the third or the fourth. I don't know what I'm doing with Pipeworks afterwards. They did say they're not sure what's happening either. So whether this happens to be a one-off thing and then they close up shop, which can happen, or whether they need to say, right, you can't do every day because we need to give someone else a chance. So I don't know. The fact that I'm paid in advance for 4 weeks means I'm going there for 4 weeks. Yeah. I've got to go. Yes, Yvonne, we will catch you soon. Catch you very soon, Yvonne. I wonder if anyone would buy the little applique to sew on clothing. Maybe they would have to have fabric backing for ease of attachment. Yeah, I've never purchased anything to sew on clothing. I've never really purchased that, so I can't tell you. I have sewn, as you know, the letters of Wow Crochet designs onto my jeans. Now, those jeans that I did make were for 2021 Australian Sheep and Wool Show that did not go ahead, which we won't talk about. But the fact is, the reason I'm doing this is because those jeans are 3 sizes too small now. They must have shrunk in the wash. They're not even 2 sizes. I can't get them up past my thighs. That is so sad. The ones I'm wearing now, I can't show you, can I? The green ones right here. They're very similar to those ones. And I'm seriously contemplating doing that with these ones as well. And it'll be better because I've decided the little triangle that I put on the side of the, if you haven't seen that video, I can't remember which one it was, but I actually we made triangles on the channel, and I put those triangles on the base of my jeans, and I did a tutorial for you guys here, I think, and showed you how to put them on the base of the jeans. Whereas this time, I'm not doing just that small bit. I'm going to make it wider that goes right up to my knees. So it's a big flare at the side of my knees. That's what I want to do. If I get time, then I'll do the Wow Crochet label on my jeans. Now, what I did was I I crocheted each letter and sewed them onto the jeans. The crochet was nothing. The sewing was so difficult, because it's hard to sew. You've got to put your arm right into the leg and you're kind of pushing the leg down and you're trying to sew it. It's really, really difficult. And so if I get time, again, the crochet took me, those letters might have taken me, I don't know, 20 minutes to make, half an hour even, I can't remember. But each piece took me, get this, over an hour to sew on the jeans. Each letter. Because I just couldn't get it. It kept moving. The material was moving too much, so I had to cut it and start again. Couldn't keep it flat. I tried putting a cardboard in it and working around. Then my hand didn't fit the cardboard, so I cut the cardboard and I held the cardboard, and nothing worked. Nothing worked, because when you're sewing to clothing, if you're sewing to a large piece that's wide, it's easy to work around that. When you're sewing to a leg and you've got your top letter right up the top, you've got to put your hand right up to the top, or you've got to go down there and through the, the zip area or the buttoned area and do it that way. It is so difficult. Yeah. And the worst part was They weren't straight. I had to undo them and do them again. It was like, no matter how hard, I even marked the jeans with a pencil at one stage and still didn't end up straight. I pinned it down, marked it, did everything right. But when you're sewing it, it's a total different thing. You really have to keep that material steady on your crochet. Once you move your fingers a little bit, it's moved. And the whole thing works out bad. So sewing, it was a bit difficult. If I get time, I'll do that. If I don't, I'm not going to pressure myself, but I will do. I'm still contemplating, and I'm definitely thinking about it, doing the big triangle for the side of the jeans where you stand on the side, you're on the side like this, and you can see the flare of the crochet. So maybe I'll just do the whole jeans, cut it. I really don't know. I'm thinking about it. It's something that's been, going through my mind the past few weeks. If I get time, if I don't get time, it's not going to happen. Probably won't. It probably won't happen, but one never knows. Let's have a drink. All right. Let's go back to the vest real quickly. Now, as you know, I did the video vlog yesterday of the vest. Now, this is what it's looking like so far. This is the wrong way. It should be this way. It's obviously, I'm still working on it. The thread's still attached. So it will go, and I was trying to explain it yesterday, but I don't know if I was very good at explaining. Oops, I've got another vest on, so it's a bit awkward. So it'll go like that. But at the moment, what I'm doing is, and you can see, you might be able to see it a bit. Oh, I can get a bit closer. I'll show you. I'm starting to close up shop to form the V. Now, that's my dishwasher going off in the background. Sorry, guys. So it starts there, and then I cut it down to there. Now I'm cutting it down to there. So the next row, when I bring it up, that's where I'll stop. And then I'll keep going down. The next row, when I bring it up, the next row, when I bring it up, it stops there. But when I go back down, it just skips that first stitch. Now, we're talking about that in the tutorial. So as you work, you're losing 4 stitches when you go up and only 1 stitch when you go down for my size. Yeah, every size is going to be different. Yeah, and how do we like the look of it this way instead of the other way? Check it out. So the other way would look like that, which is the way everybody wears their crochet. But look at it this way. I mean, look at that. I love the look of that. And you guys chose just the right yarn. Check it out. I suppose in here it doesn't do the colours justice. When I finish it, I'm making that one there for me. That's my size. I will actually go outside in the daylight and take a proper video like I did with this jumper here. Oh, speaking of which, you may see some more footage of me wearing this sweater on the next video vlog. Don't quote me on it. Okay, if I get time. And it's not just the time, it's also the weather. The weather, because we're in winter now, yeah? If the weather, like today we're lucky, it's really sunny and I don't see any wind. If I've got time after the live today, I'll take the footage today. But otherwise, if I don't get time, I won't be able to do that. If I do get time, I'll pop it on the very next video vlog, and I will talk about it on the vlog so you can see it. You don't always get to see me wear this because I will only wear this. In fact, I'm wearing it at Pipeworks, by the way. I will only wear this when I'm going somewhere nice. I don't wear this every day. It's not something I'll wear every day. You know, I have my basic stuff to wear every day. Yeah. Maybe you should do on your shirt, or make one trousers and attach to the fabric. Sew the pieces together. I'm not really sure what you mean. Maybe do one. Is that what you're saying? Oh, you're going, are you, Elaine? Good night, honey. We'll see you soon. But yeah, in the video vlog, you will get to see me wearing some of my gear, which I actually really only wear it in the video vlogs because there's not as much functions at the moment. And it's funny, you know, we make all this beautiful stuff for winter, but winter, a lot of people don't do functions. They tend to think, well, let's hold out till the weather's better. And then you can't get to wear it. So you will see me wearing a lot more like this because this is spring, summer kind of weather. I can wear this in the house and get away with it because the heat is up to 150,000 degrees as it is every day. It's not that high, but you know what I mean. And so I can wear that in the house, but now I'm starting to feel a little bit cool. The only thing is I can wear it here because these heat lamps as well are really really hot. The lights you don't see that make this room bright. I've recorded in this room where the lighting hasn't been on and it's been so bad I've deleted my recording. So this lighting needs to be on, but it's so hot. I woke up a sweat. I remember Teresa asked me in one of the lives, put it on, put it on. I thought, no, you'll see it in the video vlog. I'm not wearing that in this heat. I'm not even going to try it on in this heat. What's a heater? I know, Queensland, you don't use heaters, but you would use air conditioners like, 100 miles an hour. You'd be up for a fortune with the air cons. Whew. Yeah. But here in Melbourne, we use our heaters. I'm such a grump. I don't really like the cold. I've been living here all my life, and I can't stand the cold. This is a cold place. Don't let anyone tell you that Melbourne's a warm place. Although I'm telling a lie. Today we've got some sun, but it's still only 13 degrees or something. And you don't know either. And you guys must be living in air conditioner all your lives. What? I don't know how you would live that way. But, you probably don't know how I live this way with the heater on all the time. Everybody has their own thing in their own state and their own country. Everybody overseas believes that Australia's always hot. It's not like that, guys. Further into the higher you go in the mountains area, there's snow. It's not hot here. I have 3 full-size air conditioners. They are all used almost 24/7 in summer. Well, we have air conditionings used in summer all over our street, and if we're all using them way too much, we lose electricity, and no one can use them at all. The power stations can't handle it. It's been getting pretty cold here where I am. 4 degrees overnight. Melody, 4 degrees. I know. We can get like 0 degrees sometimes during winter. But like fingers crossed at the moment, even though it's icy cold out there, there's sun. So maybe standing in the sun would be nice. Who knows? No heaters, you've got no air conditioning. Green, how do you cope in Queensland with no air conditioning? What? So getting back to the vest, you will see that veering down and it will suit everyone's size. Just because I have a gap of 4 centimeters, let's try 4 stitches between each section here, for one section and then 1 the next, 4 the next and 1 the next, doesn't mean that will be the same for your size. And I will talk about that in the tutorial. It's probably one of the last tutorials I talk about that way. After that, if you want to do separate sizes, you may have to check that out on my website in the future. But for now, we're going to keep it this way. It's lovely and warm right now, though. I'm outside in the sun. There's a lot of sun, and I said there was no wind, but now I'm seeing the trees move. When it's windy, I can't record because of the hair. I actually have to tie the hair back. Oh yes, the power can definitely go out during summer. I luckily live right near a hospital, though, so I'm on the hospital grid, so power almost never goes out for me. That is a very smart thing. Remind me when I go traveling to travel nearby a hospital for 2 reasons. One, obviously, for that, but the other one, just in case. Just in case I don't feel well. Oh, that's interesting. That's quite clever, actually, if you think about it. All right, so going back to the vest again, you will be using buttons. For those of you who don't want to use buttons, don't worry about it. You don't have to have the buttons. Your top will sit on you, but the top is made with the ribbing extra for the buttonholes. Okay, but you don't have to add them. You can seriously just bang, bang, bang all the way through, get it done, and then walk away. Me personally, and it's really weird because I made this one, I don't like open tops. If I'm going to wear a top like this, I want it to close here so that I can button it down when I'm feeling cool and leave it open when I'm feeling warm. But I don't usually feel warm in Melbourne. It's always cold. The only time I'm warm is when of course, when we have like really, really extra hot days, like, 40-degree heat, that sort of thing. Our degrees, Melbourne's degrees. So not the Fahrenheit, the degrees, yeah. And that's the only time I like it open. Most times I don't wear it in that kind of heat. But I do like mine to be buttoned up. I made it like this because it was the trend. It is the trend. Everybody likes that look where things are sitting on them just there, where it covers the shoulders and the neck area or that area, but not the chest. I really like my I like all this area covered. Not for anything. I just want to keep warm. That's all. That's just me. A lot of people don't. So I thought, let's try this. Let's do one like this. And let's do the vest that closes over and has a button down the front. But there you go. Anyway, that's that. We're going to talk more about that in the future. Hopefully by Thursday, I'll have it ready for you to have a look at. I keep looking at it thinking that there's something wrong with it. But it actually, I think the changing of the colors is deceiving. Like when you have a look at the lighter colors, it looks like there's a hole. So I think, oh my gosh, I've missed a stitch. When you get closer, there's no missed stitch. They're all done. Nothing's been skipped. What am I worried about? And then I look at it again further down thinking, it's playing tricks on my eyes. And it happens. I've been able to wear some of my crochet stuff lately, first thing in the morning or in the evening at least. Too warm during the day still, sadly. Oh my gosh. But you know what, Kiki, which is a bit hard for you, you could make items with a very lightweight cotton, which again is a bit difficult because, you know, the more you work on, you know, lightweight, the harder it is on the hands, yeah? But if you were to make things lightweight cotton, this is an 8-ply cotton that I'm wearing, or a DK weight, or a 3-weight overseas, but you could actually make it in a cotton that's a 2-weight, a really thin, lightweight, and I actually have that here. Do I have one here to show you? Or I think I do. Here. Actually, it's got something attached to it. Oh, I just dropped it. Excuse me. Talk amongst yourselves. I started creating something. It's a sheepy's whirl. You could make something in the sheepy's whirl. This is very, very fine. But actually it calls for a 3.5 or a 4mm hook. When you use a 4mm hook, for me, even though I'm a tight crocheter, this comes up really loose for me. So best bet is a 3.5mm hook, or even a 3, or even a 2.5 if you want it tight fitting. But look at the colours on that. It's divine, divine. So I'm going to be creating something with that. I think I have 2 of these. So because someone like me would need 2. Because, you know, we're not like little. I do love the sheepy's world, but costly they are. Look at the price on this one. I bought this a while back. This is cheap because I bought this years ago. Yeah. They are more expensive now. They've gone up in price. Like anything, they've gone up in price. And if you are a small, medium, and maybe even a large, you could make something for yourself. Anything more, you'd have to get 2. Like you'd have to work into a second one. And I just refused to buy 2 of these. So I don't know what I'd make with it. And I do have 2 of the same colour. So I might have to pull some of the yarn off the other one to make it work for me. To do anything on the channel with this would be so difficult because I'll be using a smaller hook. But it is a beautiful, what is that? It's this one could be cotton, I think, or is it a half-half? It is a 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. So yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. Okay, Teresa says, "Chow time to shred the chicken for my chicken." Yep, not going to believe this. We had chicken soup last night, Auntie T. It's the weather, yeah. Makes you want to have chicken soup. Have a good week. Enjoy your soup because we did it last night. Me and Andrew sat and had chicken soup together. It was like a massive chicken soup. I've got all the soup left anyway. We'll still use it. Yeah, enjoy the soup. So by Auntie T, yes. Found a little yarn store in Radcliffe. Come on, Mary, you can do this. Radcliffe. Sort of close to you, yes. That sells, but it's still like 26. That's cheap than what I paid for. I paid 36. But that was a long time ago when it first came out and everybody wanted one. And at one stage, I even paid 42 for one once. So that can be expensive. If you're buying 2, that's $84. And it takes a long time to create with that. I created the 12-point star blanket from Fiber Spider with it. I think I've shown you guys that blanket on the channel before. Excuse me. I had my daughter's partner's stepmother, I'm trying to get it right now, she loved the look of the color changes of this particular yarn because it's a gradual color change, and she loved it so much she said, look, if you make anything with that, please let me know. I would love to see what it looks like in clothing. because I made the blanket, a very thin cotton blanket, which I use as a large doily. I used to use as a large doily on the coffee table, but we got rid of the coffee table. It's gone. I don't like coffee tables because our house is way too small and it just took up so much room. Now I use it to pop over the couch sometimes. You may see it in a video vlog in the future. Some of our lives on Friday morning may happen in the other room for the simple fact that this room is used during the week. So it's used as an office during the week. I don't come in here unless I'm grabbing a tub. And half the time I have to say, excuse me, I need to grab a tub. And everybody has to move out the way. So this room is used during the week as an office for other people who work here. So I only use this room when I need it for the channel or the lives. On Wednesday afternoon for the lives, everybody leaves the room so that I can have a live. And I don't want to inconvenience anybody. So Friday morning's live, nobody will leave this room. So you may see me in the workstation area where I usually work. So I'll have some blankets laid out, the odd jacket. You might see the mannequin sit there. I'll bring that out. I won't overdo it because I don't have that much time to fuss with the area. But you will see the odd blanket and you may see that one. Maybe, if I can find it. Because I got rid of the coffee table. I either put it on the couch sometimes or I put it in one of my tubs, depending on what's happening in the house at the time. I think it's on the couch, to be honest with you. 2/8 cotton is still quite warm unless you use a larger hook. I learned it the hard way. Last summer I crocheted too tightly. You don't want to crochet too tightly with this particular thread, I think. I've seen you 3 times this week. I know, right? You have, Cherry. That's been great. Go to the pub. Oh! Sherry, do the video there. Oh, that would be fun. Wouldn't it be fun? Wow. And to think, I thought $8.99 was expensive. That particular yarn, though, it can do a full top for a small, extra small, medium, and probably even a large. Anything bigger than that, you need a second skein. Yeah. And it's good stuff. I loved it. The blanket came out beautiful. And everybody kept saying, even though it's more like a doily, a large doily, everybody kept saying, oh my gosh, what would that look like as a top? I said, I don't know. I've never made one. So I've got all these skeins. I've got the green, the blue. I think I had a red one as well. They're all here. I've never made one. So it could be on the cards in the future, but I don't know whether I can do it on the channel because it's be too hard to see or very fine and you won't be able to see it. Hubby bought me the Sunset Whirl for my birthday. Lovely colours, but I didn't know what to make with it, so I just made a virus shawl. Still pretty though. Since then, I have had many better ideas. I know your ideas get better as you go along, yeah? I'll be right there, says Sherry. She wants to come along with us. That's nice. How about those Tim Tams? Oh, it's been a while since we talked about Tim Tams. But, you know, they always pop up when it comes to doing the surprises, which may pop up in the future. The surprises may pop up in the future again. There's the spot surprises I like to do. Now, you guys know about spot surprises. If you're new and don't know, a spot surprise is what I do when I find someone puts a lot of time into the channel and they don't always do it, but for those months or those weeks, I see them everywhere. And I think, oh, look at that, the support I'm getting from that person. So maybe the spot surprise would go well for that person. Look how much that person has put in. Could be a man, woman, whatever. Whoever's, you know, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, messages, whatever it is that they do. A lot of people tend to share my videos, and I love that because you are sharing the love, really. If you think about it, everyone gets to know things. And I watch that. I watch what people do with Wow Crochet Designs. Sometimes I don't always like what they do, what they say, but 99.9% of the time I do. And I do like to give back to those 1 or 2 people that have done so much for me in that short amount of time, but not like the whole year. We have a subscriber of the year that happens New Year's Eve every year. I do a subscriber of the year every year New Year's Eve, and that's for one person who I feel has spent a lot of time with us throughout the year on Wow Crochet Designs. And that's not just, like, they don't always have to be there. Some videos they miss. There are some things they miss and there are some things that they don't miss. And so, you know, you don't always have to be there 100 times a year to be subscriber of the year, yeah? But anyway, let's go back to some of the chat we've missed. Okay, you've gone back and watched some of our live, Sherry. That's what you're doing. Carmen is one of those cakes is usually 800 to 1200 meters. Yes, I'll tell you how many meters this one is. It is, all right, 215 to 225 grams. 1,000 meters, 100 grams equals 450 meters. So it is worth it if you're not 2 to 5 extra large. If you're not 2 to 5 extra large, you have to purchase a second one, yeah, because I don't think you could get around. I know that because I'm heading towards 2 extra large. We won't talk about it, right? That will not fit me. I know that. It will get 3/4 of the way down and it'll stop. Now, if I'm making, which I've been thinking about because there's something coming up, but I may not have time to make it, but something that works from the neck down to just under the chest line, we won't call it what it is on mine, but just under there, and long sleeves to cover thin lacy top so you don't, see those big arms, whatever, and you don't want to be, showing this much. You don't have to. You can keep it open, right? That would fit. That would fit. I just don't have the time to do that right now with Pipeworks and everything else. The function that's coming up is coming up in July. It's once a year. It's a ball. And you have to dress nice. And nothing fits me. So if I get real desperate, I'll just do them in treble stitches and just this little lacy thing on top of a black thin dress thing. It is in the middle of our winter. So, what's that? And actually it is. It's flat bang. The ball happens flat bang in the middle of winter every year. I don't always go, but I'm planning on going this year. But it's a lot of work. The bigger you get, the more work it is. I'm missing some conversations. You know why? You need to go on your little chat box and make sure that you are live chat and not top chat. I hope that helps. Little bolero top, yes, claptrap, that would work too. That would work actually, something like this, but little bolero, boleros like that, where it kind of goes like that and works around and under. Yep, that's good too. That works. I don't see that. It's your little square box. You should have a square box. Everyone should have one. And you should be able to click on that box and it gives you options. It'll say top, live, super chat, or none. So you can hide your messages, right? But I pop on live chat all the time and I get to see everyone's chat. So go there. It might be everyone's chat, might be worded differently. I don't know. But ours on my camera here, it says live chat and top chat. But live chat's the one you need to click on. I hope that helps. I do that too. Yes. Okay. Anyway, so again, talking about the buttons to the vest, I have narrowed it down to these 3, but at least I'm thinking there's that one. It's got a little bit of brown in it, so it's kind of similar to the vest. Oh, this is the wrong way, but you can use it that way as well. That's the little love heart button, which that's probably the way I'm going to go. I love the color of this one, but I think it's too big for the vest. Have a look at the vest. It's an 8-ply. I don't know, or a DK. Wait, I really like this one, but I believe it's too big. If while I'm out today I find the next size down, which will be the same size as the love heart, then that would be perfect. I think the love heart goes really well on both sides. Look at that. But look, you know what? Don't quote me on it. I might, while I'm out today buying other things, I might find buttons that will be different. I'm taking one side with me that's not complete today and checking out other venues for buttons, along with other things that I'm looking for, which I'll talk about on the video vlog on Thursday. I won't give too much away right now, but I am looking for other things to help with sales at Pipeworks Market. I did get an order in the other day for something. It's not yarn. And we'll talk about that on the video vlog as well. And I'll be working on that for Pipeworks If you guys want to see something like that on the channel, which will need yarn for it, we can talk about that in the future. But it will be on the video vlog talking about why I purchased it and whether it's popular or not. Because it's all about what people want to see. I want to produce what people want to see. So I'll have blankets, I'll have clothing, I'll have purses, I'll have bags, I'll have the kiss lock things, I'll have little love hearts, I'll have a lot of mixture, and whatever sells more that day, I'll have my packs as well. So whatever sells more on the first day and the second day is pretty much the crowd you're looking at. It's pretty much what they want. They'll want to see, if they decide to buy 50 hearts, I love hearts, fridge magnets, if they decide to buy 50 doilies or 50 doily packs or whatever, and only 2 or 1 little scarf or something, or scarves will definitely sell, or a choker chain or something, then I'll know that that's the popular area and to feed that area. So you need to focus on, when you're doing stalls and markets and things, what is popular for your area. It's not what's popular and what's trendy online at the moment. It's what's popular for your area. Because, excuse me, give me 1 second, I'll have a drink. For argument's sake, let's talk about this. I made a patchwork cardigan last year. The Sunshine Bright cardigan was also made. Then I said this year I won't do the cardigan, but I'll do a patchwork sweater for everyone on the channel. Neither item is popular. Not one person said they want to see one. They want one. Not so much see one, that they want one. So when it was requested to me by, who was requested? Franca. People sent me private messages, I want one, and I've had no orders for it. And I've had nobody say, wow, can you make me one? Or, gee, let me see if I can make it. Nothing. So even though they're popular online, people like seeing them. Excuse me. I've obviously swallowed some dust here. Give me a second. Sorry about that. But just what's popular for your area, not what's popular online. Yeah, this was popular for a long time. Mr. Harry Styles, you know, my lovely Mr. Harry Styles, he had his own cardigan made for him. Not the jumper. They had a big droopy cardigan, and I think that was done in achu, knitting, and not crochet, but everybody says crochet, that's fine. So it's popular for that moment. It's fixed, is it? Thank you. That's good, Sherry. It's popular for that moment, but it's not exactly popular for the rest of your area. So try to focus on what's popular if you're going to do stalls or markets, what's popular for your area. So what I've done is to make sure that on the table there's a variety of everything. I've got the towels, the top towel toppers, tea towel toppers. I've put the tea cozies in it as well. All the Christmas ones we made on the channel. And I can't find, I'm still looking for it, the other tea cozy, the very first granny square one I made. Otherwise, I'll just make one. I'll just make one. I might pick some colours off the shelf and just make a tea cozy. That's the granny square, which is our pattern also here on the channel. If you want to make these ones, I'll leave the tea cozy tutorials in a description box down below after the live as well. Let me write that down because I'll probably forget. Tea cozy. What was the other one? Who can remember the other one that I was going to leave? Tea cozy one. I can't remember now. Anyway, when I remember it, I'll think about it. If I remember it, if I don't, oh well, bad luck. Oh, what? She's already forgotten. So yeah, just make what is suited to your area. And because I've put so many different items all in the first box and the second box, a mixture of items. My packs I'm bringing in separately. If I have a spare tub, I'll pop them all in a tub. I don't think I will. It is, by the way, just heads up, if you are packaging Puppet Show, thank you, Anne. Thanks, honey. I'm glad you're listening. There's someone listening. Yay. Thanks, Anne. So I'll pop those in the description box down below after the live. But my head's in the pipeworks. My opinion is when you've got packs in boxes, and this is what happened with me and Bendigo 2 years ago, I wished I'd covered them. put them in tubs when you are transporting them, because I didn't. And when I was angry because Bendigo market was pulled out from us at 7 p.m. that night because of, we won't tell you why, let's just say we were indoors for 5 months. I'm sure you've worked out when that was, right? It was literally 5 months that time. And I was so angry that I just threw everything in the car. I was angry. And out of 15 boxes, 12 of them were damaged. So I had to throw them out. And I had to purchase new ones. And that cost me money, and I should never have done it. So if you want to transfer boxes, and when I talk about boxes, I mean I've taken them down because they're in the other room. I told you I was going to take them down. They were here. That's some boxes here. I still haven't taken the top ones down. Actually, yes, I haven't taken them down. See those boxes up there? When I transferred those, they're only cardboard boxes, yeah? They're lightweight cardboard boxes. So if you're going to transport those and you pop them in the back of your car, and let's say you put the brakes on hard, 5 boxes smash into the back of your chair, hit the ground, and they're damaged, yeah? Excuse me. My theory and my opinion would be to put them in tubs to keep them safe. Would the coffee cup cozies be popular down in Melbourne? Well known for coffee culture down there? Yes, maybe. I've made 1 or 2. They're already in there as well. I've taken all of my small things and popped them in the first tub on top of 2 blankets. And the second tub, I've actually popped a variety of everything else, like your tea cozies and your tea towel toppers and your little cowls, your scarves. All the scarves are in there. All the scarves that you see that I've created for the website as well, they're all in there. I think I ended up with about 15 different scarves. 15 different scarves. I don't even remember making these scarves, but they're all there. It's just been years of stock that I've made. The man scarf's there, the man beanie. I remember making that a few years ago. All of what you see on the channel, nearly everything will be in those tubs. When I say nearly, some items I'm keeping because I like them. You know, there are some things I like the red purse. I actually made a second one this week to sell that one because the red does look nice. And I found more kiss-lock purses. I've got the light purple one, like a lilac, very, very light lilac. I've got a bold pink. I've got the reds, the purples, 1 red, 1 purple, pearl, and a white. 2 different whites there, yeah? So I purchased a lot of those small kiss lock latches. I'm going to make a few purses, line them. I'm going to line those ones and then try and sell them. And I'm also going to try and sell the actual kiss locks themselves if I'm not really keen on those colors or I don't have them in stock, because I want to have the lining, the wool, and the sewing cotton in stock to make them. I don't want to go out and purchase more gear. It's not worth it, yeah? Everything else I will actually put together and sell them as a separate entity, if you will. So there's a lot of stuff to go through. I've only gone through altogether I've gone through about 8 or 9 different boxes. But I've only boxed, labeled, priced, and boxed. I boxed 3 boxes, but I haven't labeled that 3rd box. Yeah, they're ready to go for Pipeworks for the first week. So the 2 boxes and all the containers of kits that I have, that is already ready for the first weekend. So I don't have to worry about the second weekend yet. But today I'm going to do the rest of the boxes for the second weekend, because I do not want to be trapped next week when I'm trying to work on the channel. Yeah. It's more important that I focus on the channel during the week and just spend the weekend now for Pipeworks. Wait. I'll buy any pink ones if you don't like the pink colors. I'll let you know, Kiki. I'll let you know if I don't have any lining in stock. I know I've got the sewing. I've got the cotton for the pink one. And if I don't have any lining for the pink in stock, I won't want to make it, because I want to line my little kiss lock purses. Doesn't only just up the price for me, which is what I was looking at anyway, but it also it's more durable. It looks better, yeah, but it's more durable. They can put in things like, I don't know, I think now, can't even put pencils in there, but put in things that they know people will see through the bag with it. Like it can stick out of the bag. Tweezers, and you pluck your eyebrows, you can put them in the bag and nobody will see them. But tweezers sometimes have a point and they can stick out through your bag. But if you've got the lining there, they won't stick out. I wouldn't take tweezers anyway, but you could. And a lot of people do, especially when they travel. Yeah. But anyway, that's something you'll see on the video vlog on Thursday. There's a lot happening on that video vlog Thursday. So do keep your minds open for what you see on that vlog. There will be firstly the information on the vest that you will see. I'm going to write this down so I don't forget. The vest information. You'll see the Pipeworks information. Just that's, when it's happening, the times and everything. I'm going to write that down. Info. And then Pipeworks items. You won't see them all, but I'll, pop open a tub and just flash a couple of items for you. Pop open the second tub, flash those items so you think, I remember making those on the channel. It'll be like a reminiscing for you too. You will see, I was going to do the pricing on that vlog if I get the time. Otherwise, I may have to do a separate. I'll put the pricing there on how I price some of my items. Now, I price some of my items differently. Now, for the simple fact that when you're creating something like a tea cozy, for argument's sake, not tea cozy, let's talk about the cup cozy because they're small. To price something like that would be really difficult. You would have to work on yarn times 3 or something else, another way of pricing it because it's a small project. You're not going to use a whole 200-gram skein to make a small project. So pricing something like that is totally different than pricing your sweaters, your tops, your tea cozy, which is a lot more yarn. Not a very lot of yarn, but it's a lot more. So it's more than one skein of small. If you use the small skeins, it's more than one of those. If you use the big skeins, it's 3/4 of a skein. You've got to work a price out. It can be a little difficult pricing your work like that. It's better to do it the times 3, and we'll talk about that on the pricing. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit everything in on this video vlog. If I don't, I'll do half the vlog on the Thursday and then half on the Monday of the week, the Monday after, which is not this Monday, next Monday, after Pipeworks. So not only will I talk about that, the pricing and everything, but also talk about how Pipeworks went. So you have the opportunity to see if it's actually worth doing a stall there. I believe it is. But again, I don't know because I haven't seen Pipeworks now. I'm thinking of Pipeworks 10 years ago or more, 12 years ago, when my children were young, and even longer. We didn't actually go there 12 years ago. We went there when they were very young, which is further back. So, yeah. What about a hat, says Carmen, when you're talking about things to sell? Yeah, I've got plenty of beanies in there, if that's what you mean. I'm not sure if that's what you mean. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Oh, I've missed the chat. How did I miss this chat? Claptrap says, my landlord laughs at my tea cozy. She had never seen one, but I drink tea all day and it does cool down even in the hot country. You know what, Claptrap? Lots of people love tea cozies. We have a thing called the Melbourne Show every year. It's a show that happens in Melbourne and practically everyone goes to it. And they have a tea cozy competition where you can enter your tea cozies that you've created. They have one. It's a competition and people enter it. I've actually never entered it. Maybe I should make one this year and enter it. Make it, different from enter it. It could happen. So, yeah, tea cozies are still popular. They're still a thing. So you tell your landlord that she or he, what's it, she, needs to broaden her horizons. She needs to get a teapot. Broaden her horizons. She needs a teapot and she needs a cozy that you're going to make for her. You tell her that. Make her a tea cozy and buy her a little teapot. It'll cost you a fortune. Make her pay for it. And say, go and have a cup of tea. I like tea. I don't have enough all day to use a tea cozy, but I do, especially during winter, have a lot of tea. During winter, it's my go-to warm drink, which is, interesting since I love coffee. But I've got tea's nice. But I don't have my tea cozy on my teapot because I don't have enough tea for that. But I do like them. And as you know, 1 year, and even to date even, my most favourite thing that I created on the channel was the tea cozy. I've created the fancy, pretty as a peacock blanket. I've created tops. I've created things. I don't even know now. It's been 6 years. Or 7 even. I can't remember. But I've created so much. And the tea cozy is still the one, the granny square one that I made is still the one which you're going to see because I'm going to pop that link in the description box down below. It's still my most favourite project to have made on the channel. It's the weirdest thing. Second to me would be the pretty as a peacock blanket, and then everything else comes afterwards. But tea cozy was my first. It's the weirdest thing. So I did love the Kiss Lock purse. The red one was very basic. Very basic. We did a red one on the channel. We did the purple one on the channel. The purple one, Marty chose the purple thread with the pearl. Oh, it might be the white latch, kiss latch. And I wasn't sure. I thought, I don't know, purple and white. I don't think it's going to go well. Once we created it, I thought, oh my gosh, how good does this look? I did create a purple one with the purple latch for a family member. She's not really a family member. It's my brother-in-law's new girlfriend. So she's kind of new into the family and she wanted one. She really liked it. She wanted one. So I created one of those. Actually, I'm going to line it today because we're going to be at their house tomorrow for a birthday. So I'm going to line it today and then attach it today. It's all ready to go. It just needs to be lined. It won't take long to line. And then attach it onto the purse and then it's hers, yeah? So that gave me the idea to line those purses. Now, I won't be able to line the ones that are already made. I'm not going to line them. I think it'll be too difficult. We'll see. I'll try. But I think it'll be too difficult to line now. Plus, I want to line it where it's lined on the area that you're going to sew into the latch itself. So I would like to line it before you sew it to the latch, yeah? A tea cozy should help to keep water also cool longer. After all, its purpose is insulation. Okay, I see that. I see that. We actually, when our fridge broke down during our illness, it was just bad timing. It literally happened all at once. We bought a fridge that has the water thing attached. So you just pop your glass under there and you've got cool water all year round. But it's actually, I'm really glad because it's not icy cold. It's just a cool water. So you pop your glass there, it fills it up and you just drink it as you go. But you have the ice section and you have the crushed ice section for when you don't like a lot of ice. If you're anything like me who likes to chew on ice, which is a bad thing. This is why my teeth are damaged. That you can chew on the crushed ice because it's already softer for you to chew on rather than chewing on big cubes of ice and damaging your teeth like I've done. As you do. Don't damage your teeth, guys. You're going to have them forever as long as you can have them for. So, yeah, the water, I don't need a cozy for that. But that's a good idea, Claptrap, too. Carmen, I'm not sure. You must be watching some of our live from back because I'm not sure where you are in your questions. The price of a hat, you mean? Is that what you're saying? Well, we'll talk about pricing on that pricing video vlog because I won't be able to price everything now. It'd be too difficult. But we'll talk about it then. And even I'm not pricing. What I'm showing you is a way for you to price your own gear. So I'm going to give you the tools for you to be able to price it. Kiki says, I'm a bit of a weirdo and prefer to drink hot water like boil the kettle and just have a mug of hot water. Seriously, I don't think I've ever done it. I tried drinking warm water once and thought, ugh, I don't like that. And then never did it again. I'm the sort of person, either you have cold water or you have a soft drink or something sweet. I'm bad. This is why this, size large went to size 2 extra large in less than a month. We won't go there. But anyway, we won't go there. We won't talk about that. We're not discussing that, Mary. Stop talking about your weight problems live. But we will have, Carmen, a video vlog talking about pricing and you'll be able to work your own pricing out for your own items that you have. So I hope that helps. And the thing with beanies too, you've got to be careful because you are adding buttons. Now, buttons these days, they cost a fortune for buttons. I think these heart buttons, I got them on special. I think they were $5 for the pack. So they were $1 each and they were on special, right? The normal price, because it's made of wood and it's made of the good quality wood, and it's really good stuff, yeah, that it normal price would probably be $2.50 or $3.50 or more a button, depending on who's selling it. This one here, once again, I bought that on special, also double-sided. So you can use the brown side. So they cost more, yeah? So you're going to charge, when you're charging for a beanie, you're going to charge for the yarn, you're going to charge for your time, and you're going to charge for anything you've added on it, like a button or a bow or whatever it is, a flower, whatever you want to add to your beanies, you're going to charge for the lot. And this is why people say to me, gee, you charge a lot. But I do, because my worth is really important. Your worth is really important. The time and effort that you put into your projects and whatever it is you create is really important. That's your time taken away from working out, taken away from eating, taken away from drinking, taken away from having friends and family around. That's your time spent or used, if you will. So don't shortchange yourself. When we do the pricing, do it and follow it, because you don't have to follow mine. You know, you might find someone else's pricing easier to follow. But when I show you how to do it, do a price, whether it's mine, whether it's the next person's, whether it's the one from last week who showed you, follow a pricing, do your worth, because your worth is really important. I've said that a lot of times, I'll say it again, your worth is important. Kiki, are you Chinese by any chance? They believe in drinking hot water as possible no matter the air temperature. That's very interesting. I'd rather give something away to family or friends than undersell myself. Kiki, you are right. We are the same, Kiki. I have gifted the most expensive item to a friend. She continually tries to give me money, right? But this friend, let me tell you about her. I won't give her name away online because she might not like it. This woman has done so much for me personally, not, you know, help me buy something with money or help me. There's this beautiful nature that this woman has that has made me want to give back to her. She still tries to give me money. She tries paying me for things, you know, and occasionally I'll give her daughter a beanie. Just for the sake of doing it. You know, she wears them a lot. She goes out early in the morning to get to work. She's cold. Her ears are cold. Her neck is cold. The beanies go all the way down. The chunky beanie, actually, where is that yarn? Do I have it here? It's a chunky beanie. I had it here the other day because I saw it and wanted to make her one. It's our winter. And every year I make one and either give it to her or give it to another lady who has a daughter that works really cold, really early in the morning. Like, we're talking 4 in the morning. These people leave their house at 4 in the morning, trains, bus, it's cold, and they're cold, you know, Melbourne's cold, and that time in the morning is nasty cold. And so I like to make them beanies, and it's a free gift. And this woman is the sweetest woman. She doesn't even know her own worth. Like, she doesn't know how beautiful of this person is, so beautiful in her heart, what she does for people. But anyway, so I will give to her all the time, but she still tries to pay me. And when she says, oh, can I give you, like, you know, $40 for that blanket? I say, yeah, okay. If you want to give me 40, you can. But I would never sell it for 40, yeah? But it's a gift to someone very, very special. I would do that for. And I wouldn't even like to take her 40, yeah? But it's actually something I picked up many years ago in Japan. Your body absorbs hot water quicker and is better for your stomach. Oh, well, that's interesting to know, especially since yours truly always has tummy issues. I have tummy issues a lot. It's probably because I eat fast. It could also be that I eat the wrong foods. We won't even go there, yeah? Having said that, I have recently been a little bit careful because I noticed the weight gain. The weight gain could be that I might be entering a different life. We won't go there either. And actually not entering, I entered that years ago. So we're not even going to discuss it online. So the weight gain might be for that reason. But I just need to work out and look after myself. It's as simple as that. You need to watch what you eat. You need to work out a little bit more. That treadmill sits right opposite the TV. I'm not stupid enough. I should just get on that treadmill and do it. Connection issues here. I just realized it said reconnecting. So we're having connection issues. But you know what? I've been talking for an hour and 54 minutes. So it's probably time for me to head off anyways. I do want to thank everyone for joining me here. I watch what I eat. I watch it. Yes. I tried drinking vegetable boiling water. Oh, now you're talking too healthy for me. I have never charged anyone for any of my items. Oh, you're a good girl, Carmen. You're such a lovely lady. All right, guys, I am going to head off. It is a bit late. You will see some of those videos, the links in the description box down below. Give it about 10 or 15 minutes after the live. It gives me a chance to pass them into the live. They're not easy to find. I have to go and find them. You know what I've done sometimes? I've actually typed it into YouTube and then put in Wow Crochet Design so it can come up, and then I copy the link over because I can't find them on my own channel. There's just so much there, I can't find them. But anyway, I'm just really curious. All right. Well, you will come and you will see a video vlog on pricing in the future anyway. So keep your eyes peeled for that. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget the video vlog this Thursday will explain everything of what's happening over the next 4 weeks while I'll be at Pipeworks on the weekends. You will still get tutorials here. So don't think you won't. You will still get tutorials. It may not happen every day, but you'll get tutorials as normal. So we're still working on our vest. We are working on our vest. So exciting. This week you will see the Easter egg. You will see the Easter egg for the wreath, the flat Easter egg. If we get time, we will attach it to the wreath along with our other projects. If I don't get time, it won't be attached till next week. But apart from that, the lining to the bag will go up on Tuesday, definitely, because I have to line it before the show. It has to be done before I go to Pipeworks. So there you go. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all the wonderful things that you guys do for me. I've been Mary. This is Wow Crochet Designs. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Bye.